And during my time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful. It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Oh, it's over now, buddy. We back.
Alex! Oh my god!
I'm fine.
You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
What happened to you?
Ask your dad.
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
Fuck you.
What the hell happened?
I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up, in case it jeopardized the vote. Everyone at that company is scared to death. All they do is protect themselves. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too. Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
I wasn't asking you.
The things you've said obligate me to at least address them. These accusations are... well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he? I can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
Why don't you just tell the truth? You've been planning your exit from Typhon anyway.
What?
You never signed up for threats or attempted murder. You hate this. Now's your chance to stop.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No, I don't. I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
Oh, screw you, dude.
You tried to kill me. How can you stand there and say these things?
Alex.
You're a monster. Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too, but I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. Of course I do.
I would like to speak. I've known Jed a very, very long time. And, Miss Chen? Alex? I'm realizing I don't quite know you as well as I thought. Some allowances must, of course, be made given your injuries and resultant confusion. But nonetheless, it saddens me to hear you make these terrible and incredible accusations against my friend.
Ducky, that's enough. Don't let him make you feel bad, sweetheart. No one here thinks you're a bad person. You know our mind can play tricks on us. None of it is your fault. It's so hard to admit you need help. But it's always better in the end. We're all worried about you. Let us help you.
Charlotte. No. Leave me alone. I don't want any more of this.
They killed Gabe.
What are you trying to do? Take down Typhon? I won't bring him back. All I know is everything falls to shit when you're involved. There's something wrong with you, Alex. And now there's something wrong with me. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I knew we shouldn't have taken her emotions away. Oh crap, what about the cop though? We did the same thing to him.
Don't worry, Alex. I got this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know
Don't
how you...
test me, Jason.
You know what?
I want to know what Jason has to say.
I'm not scared of you anymore. And not of you, not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason.
Well, Given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from—
cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with...
I think you better cool it. I would like to speak again.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly
You believe me,
admitted to a personal
right?
This is a load of bullshit.
I don't believe this. Ridiculous.
Ryan?
Getting ahead of ourselves.
Come on,
Why
Ryan.
are you doing this?
I'm not your lapdog anymore.
Deputy Pike, I am not responsible for any frustrations.
My dad is not a murderer. Were you afraid we couldn't get Typhon? Is that why you need someone else to blame? I thought we were in this together. For Gabe. And me. I thought you cared about me.
Ryan.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that to me anymore.
Ryan, what the hell? I know he's your dad, but look at her. Why would she lie about this?
It's going too far.
Alex almost died.
It's not true.
Fuck you, Ryan! After everything? Seriously, fuck you!
Stop.
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you.
Uh-oh.
I know it's easier, not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. He made a lot of mistakes. He wasn't a good father. I think he came here trying to be better. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother. You know, when we were kids, we goofed around to escape. To pretend everything was better for a little while. When I got to Haven, the first thing we did was dance around like total dorks. And it wasn't an escape from anything. He was happy for the first time in his life. But he died. Because of you. And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future. I want to belong somewhere. I want to know that there's a place and a group of people who wouldn't be the same without me. I was starting to feel that here. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story. You tell yourself you're a hero, a strong leader. Sometimes that means making hard choices. Decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see? "11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you couldn't even say those words out loud because you're a coward. You couldn't imagine saying it to your wife, saying it in front of your son. Every day you were brave enough to go underground and look death in the eye. But you couldn't muster the courage to admit a mistake. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't. The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you. You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you.
Do you think we should do it? Should we forgive him? Or should we condemn him? He did some pretty messed up stuff, though. I feel like the right path, though, would be to forgive him.
And I forgive you.
That was kind of crazy, honestly. That got real deep real quick. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie, it got so deep I kind of zoned out a little bit. But it was good, though. It was good. It was, that was the crazy part.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon's CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute coming right.
Facts. Imagine he's trying to cover up what happened to their dad and then ends up killing the son too.
The silence is worse. I need to get some air. After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
Oh, we're going to the roof, okay. Oh, somebody's at the door. Not going to the roof just yet. It's Ryan. Is it? Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I know.
What you said, the truth about my dad, I couldn't accept it. Maybe I wasn't strong enough. After everything he did, you still forgave him. I didn't know it was possible to be that strong. And it gives me hope that maybe one day I can be that strong too.
Thank you, Ryan. That means a lot.
What about us? Do you think you could ever forgive me for what I did?
I mean, we already forgave her father, so I mean, this is in comparison is technically smaller. So I mean,
I already do.
I mean, we can't blame you.
You faced something horrible, and for a moment, you turned away.
He's human, and we did.
I should have known.
Call out her
Maybe
dad.
Deep down, I did, but I just couldn't accept it.
But it's out now. And as horrible as it is, we don't have to face it alone. We have each other.
So, what's next for Alex Chen? I guess I'm asking because I'm in. I mean, whether it's here or anywhere else, if you want me, I'm there.
Huh. I started yawning. It's kind of late now. Let's just say thank you.
That's really sweet, Ryan. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Your boy is tired.
I'm not used to getting to decide what I want. I guess I'd better think about it.
I guess so. You know where to find me.
I just realized, is that the first time we've seen him without something flannel on? He's always had... No, yeah, not flannel, I'm sorry. He's always had plaid, though. Like, he's always wearing plaid. In fact, that's the most I've ever seen somebody wear plaid. Like, everyone else seems like they changed completely different outfits and stuff. My man's just wearing a different colored shirt.
All right. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Ryan made a strong case for why I should stay in Haven. The idea of making this place my home. It seemed nice. Of course, that was before all the shit went down.
True.
Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, and despite what happened at the vote, people that actually care about you. Why would you give that up?
True.
That's true.
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends, and don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. Ryan approves. Life goes on. You go back to work. You settle into a routine. And one day, with almost no warning, Steph up and bolts town. It hurts. But she does offer you a going away present. Her job. You take it. All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing. The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home. Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background.
that hurts, actually. Looking at that, yeah. Why is he there? He needs to go. He's only torturing himself.
The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it. You don't doubt it. Or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course. You already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Do what exactly? Become an actual musician?
Live in a van? Travel between dingy bars, hawking your SoundCloud? Pouring your soul to strangers? Sounds pretty great if you ask me. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
I don't know. This place looks freaking amazing. But like, to leave, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, why not?
I know what I want.
I think this is like the best ending. Because Ryan said he would go anywhere. And if Steph leaves, it's like, we'll probably end up going with her. Right? I'm assuming, you know. So at least she's got her friends with her. Or maybe I'm wrong. And I messed this up completely. Okay, maybe Steph's not coming with us. Where's Steph? I've been betrayed. Not really. Hey, it's Ryan with the Daily Dose of Text. Can I look at all of these? Oh my gosh. I've missed so many texts. It's not even funny. Is that a whole picture? Oh, wait.
Okay, I gotta admit,
That's pretty cool.
this is a pretty great feeling.
The freaking art style is insane in this game. Bad to the gnome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Chen.
I thought we were gonna listen to another like soundless song. No, that was freaking great though. That was a good game. I probably messed up on the ending. It probably would have been better if I stayed. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I honestly thought that what's her face? Steph was gonna go with with the both of them. But I mean, you know, what can you do? But no, that was a good game. I still can't believe like all that led up to like Jed though, cause he was like the last person I suspected, to be honest. I thought he felt like he was what's the word? Like he was doing so much at first, which was kind of weird, you know. I was kind of wondering why, but you know, and then he had that story, well, you know, that story about him, which he just basically, I thought he was just being nice, you know, not trying to boost his own ego or some mess like that. But you know, yeah, that all led back up to him. I knew freaking Mac was innocent. I just thought he was an ass. Yeah, freaking nah. Mac is horrible, horrible boyfriend apparently. Not apparently, he just was. Yeah, overall good game. I don't recommend taking what's her face's anger away. Ethan's mom. I forgot her name. Charlotte. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. I felt like I messed her up with that. Like the cop, I don't know. He seemed to come out okay. You know, it took his fear away, which that's not too bad. It could be worse, but I think with her is more or less like she needed to fight through that anger rather than me take it away from her, because she wouldn't have resolved that. So now she's just stuck with this empty feeling of what should probably be anger. Yeah, other than that, no, it was a freaking fantastic game. The game was really good. This game is really, really good. I liked it. Freaking blew my mind. We are master detectives, though. It was easy. Easy. I'm gonna skip all the credits, because I mean, we know who made the game. They're awesome people. I think that's it. Alright, that's it for this series. I might do either another playthrough or I might do another story-based game with commentary and practice with commentary, because my commentary is crap. But, you know, for that last part, I was just trying to mainly stay quiet, so that way there was so much happening that I did not want to talk over any of that if I could. But, yeah, that was a freaking fantastic game. I'll probably do another series. This was fun. I like this. Yeah. Oh well. Shoot, I might play through this again. And again.